We're here on Let's Be Real on the Super Drive Time Show. This is the hour that wraps up the entire belt. In the meantime, I want to quickly reiterate the message. If you're just joining us and wondering, what are you talking about? Well, I'm here to let you know. The issue on ground is this person sent a message saying, good evening. I enjoy listening to your show and I want to ask a personal question. When I was growing up, my dad was always my dad was cheating on my mom, and somehow she always found out. My mom would always dig until she found out where the woman stays or works, and then she will go there and fight her. My mates used to laugh at me in school because there was one day my mom came to fight my teacher, calling her husband Snatcher. She even tore the woman's shirt before they were separated. That thing scarred me so much that I'm struggling with it in my 30s. I'm not gay, but I have never been in a relationship. People think I have a problem, but I don't think so. I just don't want to relive what I saw growing up. So, I have 3 questions. 1, why do men cheat? 2, when a man cheats on his wife, should she hold the other woman responsible? And 3, how do I get rid of this fear of bad marriage? The number is 0705 6900 927. Hello, good evening. Ooh, call me back. 0705 6900 the number to call. And the number to send a message is 09037142798 for text messages. Again, to call 0705 6900 and 0802 502 7711. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Stanley.
Thank you for calling, Stanley. Talk to me.
Yeah. Why do men cheat?
Yes.
I don't think that should be the question. The question should be, why does people cheat? Because I've seen a lot of women cheat. Women cheat more than men. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is fact.
I don't know if that's I don't know if you want to argue that as a fact, but that's your opinion and I respect it.
No, it's not. It's not more. It's fact. Fact. I have seen. I witnessed it. So now she asked another question. Yes. Is it right for somebody? Now, number one, what her mother did was a very wrong thing.
Yeah, I think it's a he.
She doesn't have business.
Okay.
Her mother.
No, it's he.
Those people the father was cheating with.
Yeah, the person who is talking is a guy.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, that is wrong thing, fighting to opposition. Now, if you see your husband cheating, you have no business with a partner who is cheating with. The person you have business is him or she. That is the person you have business with. So you don't have business going to fight. Looking for people to go and fight about. That is the biggest mistake people. I don't think that is wise thing for anybody to do. Right now, the other question, the last question: how should you get over it?
Yes.
Being 30 years and you're still single, you're not in a relationship for 30 years.
You've never been in one.
That is the whole lot. So I don't know how she's gonna get over that, because for her to be at this age.
It's a guy.
This has never been a relationship. That is the guy.
Yes, it's a guy that sent the message. That's why he's asking. I don't want to. No, he said, I've never heard of it. He's a guy. It's a guy that sent the message. I know that sounds unbelievable, but it's true.
Maybe that guy is not okay, to be honest. Maybe something is wrong somewhere. Maybe it's not okay, because you can't say as a guy 30 years
he has never been with a woman before.
Never been in a relationship.
No, never been in a relationship. No. And I don't know why people don't believe there are men who. No, wow. He just said it that people think something's wrong with him, but nothing's wrong. I'm just afraid of reliving what my parents did.
People are not wrong.
Wow.
People are not wrong by thinking that. Yes. And something is wrong with that guy, to be honest with you. As in, the gay ratio, I don't understand how.
He's a human being, yes, but there are many people. What are the people who are monks? There are people who don't,
Even
who
though
have
you see your
consecrated
mom,
themselves
even though-
never to have sex.
Even though you come in a violent home where you see your mom, this kind of thing happen around you, that is not enough reason for you not to be in a relationship. That is not enough reason. I've seen people who come from a broken home, they're having a better marriage today.
I guess that's
Having a
what
better
he's
marriage,
looking
so you can't put
for.
yourself in that position. You can't put yourself in that position, thinking that because of your parents have a terrible relationship, so you are going to continue like that. So it's a mindset. You work on yourself. It's a mindset. So you speak to yourself. So because of your parent does not have money, meaning that you make it in life. So you're thinking that I'm going to be poor because my father is poor. No, you go out to make something happen for yourself.
So I guess that's why
So
he's
I don't
asking
see
the
reason why
question,
you-
so he can prepare himself and do it.
Prepare yourself, man. Go out there, see a therapy. Talk to people. I mean, I think you are here now. You came out. I think you're looking for a solution, which I believe you found one. So you start up something. Talk to people. Go to therapy. Let them speak to you. For me, if I find myself in that position, or if anything happening in my family, that is none of my business. It has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with me. In my family, they marry a lot of wives. In my family. A lot of wives. Everybody has been married a lot of men. I married one wife. Although something happened along the line, but that doesn't. I'm still single. I haven't remarried because I have my kid. I'm happy. So I'm good with that.
Okay. I'm happy
So,
you're good.
why does men cheat? The question is not why does men cheat. Why does people cheat? That should be the question. Everybody, what man are you men cheat?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dan.
Thank you.
So I think I should just make this very clear. Number one, it is a guy that wrote the story. Number two, I know it sounds unimaginable, but I promise you there are people who have kept themselves. They've knowingly kept themselves. That's the truth. And I'm okay. I'm gonna. My phone lines is just going off. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Chama.
Good evening. Who am I speaking with?
Greg.
Greg, you said.
Yeah, Greg.
Hi, Greg. Talk to me, Greg.
Brother's complaining. Hey. Number one, we all cheat here because we're not giving. Because God put it in us to cheat, to try other things.
Wow.
Yes.
Why don't you blame it on God?
Who else will?
Greg,
if you're cheating, you know you are going to cheat.
No, but wait, Greg, you said we all cheat.
Yes. Everybody has cheated once in their lifetime.
That's I call that a fallacy of hasty generalization.
But it's true now. You can't tell me maybe prank cheating. Let's say your brother and your brother, you guys are meant to share something. You take the bigger. Is that one still cheating? Yes or yes?
I mean, if God instituted this, it would not be called a sin. But go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Oh man, the cheating part, the cheating is a process. You know,
Okay.
you know you're going to cheat, and you follow the process up.
Wow.
God sees it, you know. But for this brother here, that's what he said, he has not been in a relationship since. But
Yes.
does he have sex? That's the first thing you need to ask him.
I'm not. I don't think so. From what he's saying,
Yeah.
that's why he's saying that people think he's gay. So I don't think he's sexually active.
He should leave Nigeria. So that's the best advice I can give him.
Why?
Sure.
Why?
Because some Nigerian women will suffer in my eyes if I talk.
No. I honestly want you to say the truth. That's why this is Let's Be Real. So let's be real.
He should leave Nigeria because how do I put it like this now? What the mother has done over the years, he feels his wife would do it, or someone else would do it, or he would even do it. You get?
Is what his mother and his father have done.
Yeah, and that's why he's afraid of doing it, of getting into relationships, because
Yes.
he might do what, or he doesn't want someone to do it to him.
And he doesn't want to see his child go through the trauma he went
That's
through.
why I said he should leave Nigeria.
Why?
Look for
There are good people in Nigeria. Hold on. Come back,
And
Greg.
then-
Are there not good women in Nigeria at all left in the world? Are you kidding?
Yeah, there are good women in Nigeria.
Okay.
That means, okay, you should leave Lagos. Let's put it that way.
So, Greg, are you saying there are no good women in Lagos? Single, good,
Lie,
good,
lie,
single.
lie,
Okay.
lie.
Greg, hear my voice? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Do you consider me a good woman?
I don't know you.
Okay. Do you think there's a chance I might be able to say for sure that I'm a good woman?
Yeah, everybody has their opinion now. You're entitled to your opinion.
So your opinion is that there are no good women in Lagos?
Everybody is a good, bad person in someone else's story. Everybody.
True. Fair enough.
Person is a good person in another person's story.
Fair enough. So when you're asking him to X every single lady in Lagos, you're saying that every single lady in Lagos is a bad woman by everybody's books.
You can't tell me that a 30-year-old, maybe from January to December, no, you know, there are some women that can approach you, hey, I like your height, I like your eyes, I like the way you smile. You get all those compliments and he can't tell me he doesn't keep female friends. Another one too. There are some of your friends that might feel you. You know, you can't fuck all your friends. So there are some of your female friends you can keep as friends and then talk to them. And then they will find a way to help you. Like me now, if you're my guy, and you tell me all this song, I will set you up. Strip club.
Wow. Are you a good friend, Greg? Would you consider yourself a good friend?
Yes. I'm a good friend when I want to be good.
Okay, so you're choosing to be a bad friend to this person by setting him up at strip clubs and all, instead of allowing him find love generically.
It's not that. First of all, he has to know he has to be able to...
Language? Look for language, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, he has to be able to be friends with the opposite sex.
Maybe he's friends, he just has very huge boundaries, that's all.
Okay, he's friends with them. How does he, from friendship to relationship, how does he do that?
That's the thing, he hasn't done that.
So by getting there, he has to open up to his guys or his friends, his female friends. Those are the only people that can help him, to be honest. You know that. The outsider that will help you. Since you don't want the drama between your mother and your father that happens, leave Lagos. Or leave the city that it didn't happen. Or leave the... Chairman, this thing is dicey, but to be honest, you have told me what I'll do. Yeah. Okay, you said there are 3 questions. You asked 3 questions.
Okay, the 3 questions are, number 1, why do men cheat? And you've blamed it on God, haven't you?
It's natural. It's a natural feeling. Everybody, if you want to cheat, you follow up. If you don't want to cheat, you cancel it, you call it off.
So it's a personal choice in your opinion?
Yeah, it's a personal choice.
Okay, his second question... Yes, go ahead.
His father was cheating with different women. It was his father's choice.
Okay. So, do you think, he says, when a man cheats on his wife, why should a woman hold the other woman responsible?
Now, that's where it depends on the person, on the woman. Some women can decide to just stay back, manage their children, manage their life, and leave the man to do whatever he likes. While some can decide to protect their home because of what they built, what they are looking forward to. You get?
Yeah.
What they want. While some, as they touch for their head, they take action on both the man and the woman without thinking about the
repercussions. Yeah.
So it depends. The cheating, the reaction depends on the person. You can't just, like him now, his own reaction, he doesn't want to get involved in any of this.
I mean, would you, as a child, be being laughed at in school because your mother came to beat up your teacher to say she's a husband snatcher? That's a scar that some people never recover from.
Yeah, you know the society nowadays, yeah? Yeah, it is. I just wish, man, he has friends that could help him.
I know, right?
Close friends.
I mean, that's why we're here. Let's see if we can help him.
The past is the past. You should just look for guys that will talk to him, confine in some people, and let them find around. In 30 years, you're not getting a young girl, Baba. if you want to have marriage, if you want to have children of yours, you have to start learning how to talk to women. You have to start learning how to kiss. You have to start learning how to, be free. Have an open mind. Because there are some people now, they'll be in a relationship with a woman. And then if the woman just says she wants to go and get to the mall to get something for them, or she wants to just go, you start thinking, this woman has gone somewhere, or this woman has gone somewhere. You get.
Yeah.
So there are some people now, if you like, go out 6 a.m., come back 12 a.m., consign them. As far as you come back in one piece, you're telling them where you went to. You get free mind, open mind. But then, if the cheating happens, if they now later find out you have been cheating, the reaction depends on the person. You see it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Greg. Yes, the last one is how does he get rid of the fear? But you've told him to leave Lagos, all the ladies in Lagos, including myself. None of us are good women, so we can all stay here while he goes out of Lagos and go and look for girls that are good. Sir? Sir? Is what you said now.
Let him do trial and error now. Lagos life is expensive. You don't know who is faking it and who is not faking it.
Okay. Thank you, Greg. Thank you so much for calling, Greg. I wonder, if you're listening right now, do you agree that all the women in Lagos are done for? Just, they are all bad women. And then, do you realize that there are girls in their 30s that are still virgins? I'm just asking for a friend. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Oh, Mama May, you're calling back.
Yeah, sure, I called back.
My sister.
You see all these my brothers on Super FM. I love them so much.
I know, I love them too.
From Henry to Stanley to Greg Nwa. Greg, how many times did I call you Greg? Greg is equal strippers club.
Can you imagine?
Greg. So Greg, I'm a bad woman.
My sister.
Greg. You shock me. As in, you bought my bululu.
I'm still catching myself here.
See, all the women in Lagos are not bad, though. At least we have good ones now. Are we going to say all the men in Lagos are bad?
Exactly.
Are we going to say all the men are cheap? We still have faithful and good ones. We still have them.
Yes.
All the women in Lagos are not bad, though. Greg,
Greg,
I have 2 daughters. My daughters are not bad.
I have nieces too. They are not bad.
Greg. Hi.
Thank you, Mama May.
You today, you were thinking is a female. It have shocked you.
I don't know why they thought he was a well. I guess they expect that it is women that will come out and ask these kind of questions. But he's asking to know.
My brothers here, they are very wonderful people. One of them did not call today. Don't worry. He did not call you.
Thank you, Mama May. Hello, good evening. Please turn down the volume of your radio for me. Please call me back when you have done that. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Who are we speaking with?
I'm Pedro.
Pedro. Thank you for calling, sir. Please go ahead.
I have listened to what the first and the second and the third ones I've said right now. Both Mr. Greg and Mama
May, Greg, Stanley, Henry.
Well, thank you very much for the points you've made.
Yeah.
But one thing I will just say right now is just that we are all equal. We can't blame the guy and we can't blame the ladies. We are all doing the same thing. That's the only point I will make. Because I just listened just a few minutes ago inside your some advert I've been listening now, which a man and a woman of which they are married. The man was like picked up the woman's phone, the wife's phone, and just tried to checking on it. Why the woman was like, whatever you're looking for now,
you will find it.
After 2 minutes, you will not be satisfied breaking up the relationship. Can you see what they are saying right now? So that one is really telling me about the woman cheating. Like, it is already showed already. It has showed me that the woman is cheating. So she confessed immediately to her husband, telling him that whatever you see, you are going to, you are still the only way to damage the relationship. So now come back to what we are talking about, right?
Yes.
Telling us that the guy's parents and the man is cheating on the wife, so that people also will not get affected or not doing the same thing just like the parent did.
Yeah.
So let me just say one thing: we are all equal. Let me just say one. Let me just put it that way: we are equal.
Okay.
Men and women are both cheating. So on that guy's part, let me just if people do say in Yoruba they say she was doing it and you sorry, the horse that is going at the front is the back one following. Once you do not find solution to yourself, because I can hear you are telling me that at your 30 you have not been in a relationship. By the time years goes, after years on, let me tell you, you won't be able to get married again. Even at your age, it's like the late.
Why wouldn't he be able to get married again?
Because to me personally, as I'm listening to what he's telling me, he said at the age of 30 he's not married or he's not in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. How you tell me that at your age you have not been in a relationship?
He has decided to focus on other things.
Something hidden. There must be a problem.
He's still dealing with the trauma of growing up to watch his father and a mother always be at odds. So the idea.
But still, at your age, at that age, okay, years back now, let me just, before you close that 30, years back, have you not been hearing about some people out there cheating, not only the husband and the wife also? Have you not been hearing some stories?
I think it's more than just the stories. If you watched your mother fight with your teacher and tear her shirt and people are laughing at you for most of that school year, it kind of makes you, I mean, that's a scar that you can't take away from him. That's a genuine trauma that he hasn't dealt with.
Okay, fine. That is the parents. It happens between them. At least you are not the one getting married to them. Anything can happen at any time. Within a blink of an eye, anything can happen. You have to focus on your life alone.
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling. Before the people on WhatsApp will say, Chioma, you have not read my message, please just give me a moment. I'm about to read your message right now. Or actually, okay, this one I have to listen to.
Good evening, Chioma. This is Ben from Surulere. Okay, let's be real tonight. You asked a couple of questions and I will just answer them in any particular order. First, it's not just that men cheat. Humans who have the options or who have the opportunity and lack self-control will always cheat. So it's not a men thing, it's a human thing. When people don't have self-control, men or women, they would likely cheat in relationship. When they are unsatisfied with what they have within the relationship, they will likely go outside to look for that thing which they think they're lacking in the relationship. When they can't be contented with what they have with their partner, they will always go outside. Now, the fact that we always push the narrative that it's men that cheat is not always correct, because it's not a man thing. Though men probably do it more obviously or they are always caught, but women also cheat. We've seen stories of women who do cheat. So it's not a man thing. I'm a guy and I have to stand up for the guys. I think it's those who lack self-control, who are dissatisfied with their relationship or their partner, or who are just looking for some form of adventure outside, that cheat. So it's not a gender thing. Secondly, why partners then go after the people who their partners are cheating with rather than addressing it with their partner? I still think some of those things come from a place of insecurity. Some of those partners think, okay, probably there's this girl, she's probably younger, or she's probably more beautiful, or she's probably giving my partner what I cannot give him or something. So they want to confront that person rather than dealing with the issue within or with their partner. So it's almost coming from a place of, let me go and either cause harm to that person or threaten the person to leave my partner alone. Because there's something that probably I cannot give my partner in the relationship, and he's going outside to look for it. So that's how I sense those women actually go out there to chase those partners about. It doesn't really make sense, but that's where I think they're coming from. Then for the guy who probably is battling some childhood trauma or whatever, well, I think he should face his fear, but he can't do it alone. He needs to talk to someone. The truth is that the way his parents' relationship happened does not necessarily reflect how relationship usually happen. That's why I said when I started initially, I said it's not a men thing. Humans who are dissatisfied, who lack self-control, who cannot keep to their vows or their promise or their commitments will cheat or will disrespect their partners. So it's not just a gender thing. So he should just be the kind of person that can make a decision that, okay, I saw this thing happen to my parents and I'm making a decision not to have it in my relationship. So since I believe he's a guy, he can make the decision as a guy not to be the kind of person his father was. So his father was an example of the kind of person he shouldn't be, technically. If he had that mindset, at least he can also attract someone who can also keep to that part of their own deal, and you make a good relationship.
Thank you very much. I think I want to mention something that you pointed out just now, Ben. It's the fact that while you're thinking, oh yes, just try not to cheat, he lives in a world where, and I agree with you, not only men cheat, but I guess he's asking from a certain point of view, right? So for him, it's like my mother went through the trauma that she went through that led her to become the crazy woman that she became and embarrassing everybody everywhere because my father was a serial cheater. So, and in the world that we're living, it's a man's world. And was it Greg that said, oh, that's how God created us. There are a lot of men that do have that notion. I'm not charging anybody. I'm just saying some people have that notion that, oh, it's a man's world and it comes with the package. It comes with, everything. Just cheat away. It's normal. So I guess he has this fear for cheating because if it's a man thing, then I've seen friends or I've seen stories or I've been around people who are cheating. So if it's a man thing, I don't want to be that kind of man. I think that's where he's coming from. But thank you very much for the thoughts. Hello, good evening. Call me right back. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Who am I speaking with?
This is Stanley calling back.
Okay, Stanley. Yes, please, Stanley. Go ahead.
Yeah, all the women in Lagos, I hear somebody saw the women in Lagos, but that's not true. There is a lot of fantastic ladies all over.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of fantastic ladies. I have seen, a lot of fantastic ladies. Pretty lovely ladies. Yeah, I hear my mommy say she has two daughters. Maybe I need to tell my mommy this is one of those things. Maybe. Don't you think so? Because I'm searching.
Oh, he's searching. Mama May, he's Stanley searching and he would like...
Let me say, I visit to come and see if I can... Yes, if Mama May can be my in-law.
If you'll be honored to have Mama May be your in-law.
I never can tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was just discussing with one of my guys here.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of that guy. He's just that there's a lot of things is wrong because why I think so, at this point, for him to stay at this point, he's a woman in his life. He never been in a relationship. I think a lot of damage has been done. He needs totally overhauling. He needs seriously counseling. Because he's going to be a problem to any relationship he found himself. To be honest with you, it's going to be a problem.
That's why he's trying to get help before he engages.
Number one, I don't even know if he has the urge of sex anymore. I don't even know if he feels sex anymore at this stage. Because somebody did tell me one time, once somebody gets to 20, 25 years, 28, no sex, he lost the interest. Having sex, so not to talk of to 30 years old.
Yeah, but there are some people who are in their 30s and are still virgins, male and female. I know some female as I speak to you. I know there's some in 20s, late 20s, yes, late 20s, 30s even, that are still virgins and are proud of it. Male and female.
Female?
Yes, female.
No.
Why is female unbelievable to you, sir?
I'll bet anything with that. I'll bet my house.
No. You cannot bet what I know. I know these people. They're in my circle.
I'm telling you, I'll put my house on the line.
Wow.
I'll put my house on the line. Yes, I will. I'll put this house on the line. See,
I wish there was some kind of meter or testing tube to prove it so I can bring it and put it on social media, even though you don't know who the person is. Oh my world. Why do we think... there's a lot of decadence, right, in the society, but why is it unbelievable to imagine that there's someone who has decided to keep themselves? And why is that such a crime? I'm a little troubled by that. Okay, I have a message and I have to, let me play that message and then we will get back to it. Give me a moment. Here we go.
It is a good evening from this side. Wonderful family. This is True Love. Ejima True Love. I think the question should be, why do some men cheat? Because when you say why do men cheat, he is saying it as if all
Every
men
man,
cheat,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is not true. Now, I think there is nothing that can justify a man that is cheating. Any man that is cheating want to cheat. Yes, he want to cheat because women, the men are made to control their world, to rule their world, not allowing their world to rule over them. That is why God gave us the liberty to make choice, but not the liberty to allow the choice to make us. So any man that is cheating deliberately want to cheat. Now, second question, I can't remember the second question, but the third question, I think she needs a therapy. She needs to see a counselor, and she should have it in mind to come out of the cloak of fear that is not all men that cheat.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you. Ejima True Love goes on to say, but any man that is cheating is creating a doom for himself and his generation. The second question, if a man cheats, hold the man, not the woman he cheated with. And he says, because some men can lie, some can come to women and lie that they don't have any woman. Some will tell you several lies to brainwash the woman because most women are enticed by what they see, as men by what they hear. Men, I think you mean that the other way. Men are enticed by what they see, women are enticed by what they hear. He says, men, hear me. If you are a cheat, look for therapists now that will help you out of the mess because the repercussions is more dangerous than what you think is fun. Thank you very much. And I have another message from, I think, Ben.
This is Ben once more. Okay, on the issue of people being in their 30s and being celibate or being virgins, well, there are possibilities. At least we know of reverend sisters and reverend fathers. But I mean, for those who are supposed to be sexually active, if in their 30s they've not really had that, they're not in a serious relationship and they're not being sexually active, I think there's a challenge I see there in the sense that, man, okay, from a guy's point of view, if you're not using it, you are gradually losing it. I mean, those testosterone, those energy, those hormones that should be coming with that act, if you're not having it, it's dropping. I mean, I think it happens for women too. The interest drops too. There's this thing you hear about dryness and the rest of it. So when you're not using an engine, imagine having an engine and you're not using it for a long period of time. It knocks or something. So I think it's not really something that should be celebrated. That's where, especially if you know you eventually get into a relationship. It's something that is, I mean, you could skip it till 25, but I mean, after then, you should just get into a relationship or just get active with it. You understand what I mean? So it's not something that we should really say is the norm. It's not the norm.
So who made that rule? That's my question. That if you are not sexually active at 30, there must be something wrong with you. And from what you just said, Ben, you're sounding like it's worse if you're not sexually active at 30 as a guy, there's something wrong with you. But as a woman, you want to be a nun. Why can't we be regular people who refuse to break that? I want to get married and then be sexually active when I am married, not before. Why is that a crime? Why is that a crime? Hello, good evening.
Coming back again. This is great.
Greg, go ahead.
You married, Mama May, I beg go. No, you're married already now. Like, Chama and I will never marry. Chama, are you married?
I'm not married. I'm single. Very single.
Not today street. Because you do try and error with this economy. You give up too now. Oh, God, no.
I want to know what has happened to you, Greg. I really need to know your story because I feel like you're coming from a certain place, and I'm curious to know where that place is.
The day you guys will probably invite some of us to the station. Probably we'll all meet and I'll me. I'm tall. I'm what's it called? Chocolate skin, everything.
You're a
blah,
fine
blah, blah.
man.
Yes. I stopped dating 200 level in university. Since then, I've never been in a relationship. Just situationship.
Why?
Yes. Because in uni, my friends were mostly females. Not like close friends were females. You know, tall girls, they attract now. Mm-hmm. You get. Mm-hmm. So, I did see, I did hear. I cannot say on the radio. You get.
Thank you.
Right
yes.
now, okay. For example, now, my line of work. Mm-hmm. I met one man one day. You know when that DNA P was coming out, that DNA story. Everybody started knowing about DNA in Nigeria and everything. One man just decided to do DNA casually. Baba did Baba did test for his 4 children. His 4 children. None were his. None were his. None of the children were his own.
Okay.
He just packed all the children back seat, called his brother. He was crying. What was it called? The brother was shocked. They were going to meet the wife. The children at the back were asking, Uncle, why is daddy crying? They don't know, say, Baba. Chama, if I begin to tell you tales of Lagos, Chama, if I say, just put your head outside now, put one leg, say you want to try the dating scene in Lagos. Lagos, I didn't even tell you Abuja. I'm like, you're married. Sorry, there are good women in Lagos, yes. But for my guy, let's be real. You can't tell me you're 30, you are not in a relationship. Come on, we'll find a way for you now. For you to come and tell me, that means you need solution, you need help.
No, he needs he needs to heal his mind first so that he can accept to be with a woman.
That healing of mind is going to take time. There's no lie. Because 30 years.
Yeah, but that's
not something you can do overnight.
Exactly. Which is why he shouldn't rush into just sleeping with somebody for the heck of it. Don't you think so?
Yes. That's why I say you should have female friends. Talk to them. Practicalize. There are things that people will do for you. Therapists, they will talk to you. You talk to them. You practicalize some things. You have to practicalize too. You know that.
At some point in time, when his mind is healed, there will be reception to practicalize anything. And that would be hopefully when he's ready to be serious with somebody. Wow. Greg, goodbye. I love you, but goodbye.
But wait now. Or let me just go back to Catholic Church.
Greg.
Reverend Father.
Greg, I sincerely love you, but goodbye. Because I can't with you, Greg. The unbelievability of what you just... Yes, I know that's not a word, but I throw that word at you. What? Okay, I'm going to take 2 more messages. And Kenny, I've been through a lot today, honestly. I don't know why people will think that a woman or a man cannot be a virgin at 30 and be normal.
No, it happens.
No. Apparently, all we women in Lagos, single girls in Lagos, no hope. We are all bad.
No.
Anyway.
There are days I'm a virgin. There are days.
I'm going to off Kenny's mic. I don't like this kind of bad behavior. But he's just kidding. He's kidding. Okay, so I want to take a message or 2 and then we're wrapping up.
Okay, you're asking who made the rule. Okay, this is Ben once more. It's biology. Biology made the rule. I mean, if you check, at least I believe you have access to an AI component or whatever. Sexual activity, there's a window period for sexual activity, for peak sexual activity, both for male and female. And this should be around that same age range. I mean, if you're going to, hormones, our body works, hormones are like the fuel that drives our body.
Right.
For guys, testosterone basically. Ask any guy around, if you're not using those muscles, you're not having regular blood flow, you're not using those things, eventually, even libido drops, activity drops, interest drops, and it happens for both male and female. There are people who have not been in a relationship for a long time. After a while, they totally lose interest in relationship. It's because your hormones no longer feel that desire, that attraction anymore. So we all admit this thing. We're just probably trying to, or I don't know, you're probably trying to play devil's advocate. But I mean, staying till 30s and 40s and not using this stuff, I mean, you're not helping yourself, rather. So it's not something that should really be celebrated. I mean, you could keep it to marriage, but it's not something you could keep for a long period of time, and you know that there are hormonal implications.
Use your words, darling. Use your words.
I'm trying.
Use your words,
I'm
darling.
trying, but my words are not the nicest right now.
Then a B, then a C, then a D, then an E, F, G, H, I, J, K. You know.
I've been through a lot today. I just can't understand why people don't think.
I understand what Ben just said right
I
there.
get it.
Yes, but where he's mixed up. You see, what's funny? The peak level of a woman's sexual eagerness is not her 20s. It's not her. Y'all have zero idea. You see when a woman is in her late 30s, that 40s,
hitting on the 40s.
That is when they go Godzilla mode.
Oh, listen.
For the men, it's when we're young, with the blood flowing. You know what I'm saying? But once we are finished paying bills, finish listening to stress, finish solving fights, we don't get energy again.
So this guy says
it's reverse for both for the genders. I don't know why God did it that way, but
listen, the guy says, I enjoy listening to the show. He said, when I was growing up, my dad was always cheating on my mom, and somehow she always found out about it. So she always found out, and she would dig until she found where the person stays or person works, and she'll go there and fight her. He said, my mates used to laugh at me at school because there was one day my mom came to school to fight my teacher,
Good
calling
Lord, no.
her a husband snatcher.
Good Lord, no.
She even tore the woman's shirts before they were separated.
Lord, no. Mama, why?
He
Mama,
said,
why?
that thing scarred me so much that I'm still struggling with it in my 30s.
Come for counseling.
I'm not gay, but I have never been in a relationship. People think I have a problem, but I don't think so. I just don't want to relieve what I saw growing up. So he has 3 questions. Why do men cheat? When a man cheats on his wife, should the woman be holding the other woman responsible? And 3, how do I get rid of this fear of bad marriage? So why do men cheat? Or why do some men cheat? In the words of somebody else, I agree.
Oju Kokoro. That is Nigerian men. I'm going to speak from a Nigerian perspective. Oju Kokoro. 1. 2, a lot of men, whether they like to admit it or not, they didn't marry for the right reasons. A lot of Nigerian men married for the fact, okay, I'm of the age. I'm this, I'm that. Oh yeah, let me just marry. A lot of men
didn't think it through.
They didn't think it through. A lot of men didn't even marry. They say, I saw it in my dream. Or say, my pastor told me. See, if you do run the metrics, yeah. A lot of Nigerian men did not marry their friends. Did not marry someone that they can build with.
They got to a point and said, "Oh, I'm ready for marriage. Let me marry a good woman that'll make a good wife."
If you look at the guys who actually married late or actually had a second marriage, you find that second marriage is actually better than the first marriage.
Or late marriage.
Late marriage, because
I feel like there's a level of maturity.
There has to be.
I'm going to throw a bomb, and nobody's going to like a lot of people are not going to like what I say.
Marry late.
I say in today's world, don't marry until you're 30. Don't look into
for the brethren.
Even for the ladies. Even for the ladies. Listen, because you are not mature enough. We grow up with girls being told how to treat other people, your siblings, the men in your life, how to respect order, how to serve them.
That's right.
You do not grow up knowing yourself. You have a lot of times you have no idea who you are, even at 30. So getting married at today's world. No, it's not a good idea. Wait until that's my personal opinion, of course.
I know for guys, we think it's all about the finances. We want to get your money there. You get a certain figure, wait to marry. My brother, actually, if it's when the money now gets there, that's when you now see more craziness. So I'm sorry.
And then the question of when a man cheats, should his wife be chasing after the woman?
Ladies, never hold the woman the man cheated on you accountable. Right?
Thank you.
It's your man.
Right?
Fellas, the same way. Don't flip on the guy that's cheating on you with too. It's your girl.
Yes.
It's your man, because it's gonna be 2 things. What have you done that has made the relationship unstable? What is that man looking for? I'm not gonna like it, because let's tell you the truth. If a man actually enjoys his surrounding, enjoys his home, enjoys his woman, there will be chances to cheat. So trust me, there will be opportunities. See, it's when you're married, that's when the cheating thing will be crazier. But you have that urge, you have that feeling to say no. You always have it to say no. And like, what am I looking for?
And you might still choose not to say no, which is interesting. Because I have seen, and my friends know I love them, but I've seen some of my friends who would say,
"Let longer truth come in now."
Yes, there's no good reason. The one I heard when I was growing up that
because women do a lot of self-control. If women let loose on that self-control,
listen,
I'm sorry,
my brother,
gentlemen, we would be weeping for generations to come.
Look, I say it all the time. I think that some men would say that there's this thing they say that I grew up listening to, and it used to drive me nuts. Women are like TV. Why change? Why stick to one channel when you could change channels? I'm like, I gotta go.
That's a funny. Well, yeah. Like I tell guys, if you have a good woman, don't take her for granted, because trust me, if she decides to open up that page of options that she has,
Pandora's
because
box.
Like it or not, women have more options than men. Even when we do get financially successful,
men would disagree with you.
Even when we, I don't care. Even if you're as good looking as Whiskey and you are balling like Burner, I don't care.
Good looking as Whiskey? I'm just. And I'm not saying Whiskey is not good looking, but no, he's not the.
Okay. I'm just spitting out names. The man got how many babies, man? Hey, come on now, come on.
I mean, his pocket is good looking, I guess.
Even if you have all those options, right?
Yeah.
Trust me. I don't want to say a good-looking woman. A woman will always have more options than a man.
Interesting.
That's the truth.
And on that
So
note,
like, she has passed her prime, okay?
I rest my
Out of the
case.
prime, so check her logbook. You go shock. I'm saying it for what I've seen.
Kenny, don't get me started. Don't
saying what
send
I've
me into the
seen.
lounge right now because listen, I'm a different personality on the lounge. Listen. But Kenny,
Yeah.
let's talk about what you have in store for us today.
Truthful Tuesday. You know how it is Tuesday.
After
Come in
being
with the
real.
truth. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You do let's be real, then we gotta spit the truth. All right? Give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you. God indeed. Yes. What's one thing you've lied about in a relationship?
Ooh.
The truth is free tonight. What is one thing you've lied, or you realize that you must always have to lie about it? For some people, they might say is their income. Don't let your partner know how much you're making. Don't let your partner know how much in your account. Some might say don't let your partner know your true feelings at first.
Stop it.
Some might say don't let your partner know about your past.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't tell me that you've never lied.
Greg, are you listening?
So it's got to be something. We're gonna let the can of worms pop open tonight on Truthful Tuesday.
Ooh,
What have you
can't
ever
wait.
lied about in your relationship?
And by the way, I was listening to you guys yesterday and the conversation with the men.
Come on now.
Wow, that was fire.
We're gonna have a
Very
little
interesting.
switcheroo for the ladies on Wednesday. Don't worry.
Ooh,
It's
looking
packed, it's
forward
packed.
to